We've got some breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. Our guys with CBS have been able to confirm that Aaron Rodgers will stay with the Packers for 4 years. It's reported at $200 million, and NFL Network adding that $153 million of that is guaranteed. He's 38 years old, stays with a franchise that he's won a Super Bowl title with, but has been seeking that second title. And in terms of highest paid quarterbacks in AAV, this would set him above Patrick Mahomes by $5 million, but of course a much shorter deal than Mahomes got his 10. Of course, Patrick Mahomes also much earlier in his career, not as far as Aaron Rodgers is in his career. All right, let's bring in senior NFL reporter Jonathan Jones. JJ, what more can you tell us about Aaron Rodgers staying in Green Bay?
So he's back with the Pack. I'm not entirely sure, Tommy, when he ultimately made his decision, but here it is, making his decision. I'm told that this contract has been on the table for some time. We, frankly, have been reporting for months that his next contract, which certainly would be coming prior to the 2022 season, would be in the neighborhood of $50 million per year. I'm still working on those final numbers, whether it's actually a 4-year deal and $200 million or it's actually a 5-year deal and closer to $230 million. So, we're still navigating those waters as we normally do as soon as these mega deals come out. But in terms of new money, it was always going to be around $50 million, and that is what we are looking at now. According to my sources, Rodgers had very much had an eye on the Denver Broncos, something we've been reporting for months, but ultimately decides to stay with the Green Bay Packers. And now what's next for the Packers? Well, by the 4 p.m. Eastern deadline, they're going to have to tag Davante Adams if they don't already have some long-term deal and extension in place for Adams. Short of that, they will tag him. They will work toward making sure that they can secure his services for the foreseeable future. But it does appear that Aaron Rodgers, despite all the drama of the past nearly year, he will remain with the Green Bay Packers and very well may retire with the Green Bay Packers.
What does this agreement and extension do for you, at least from what you've heard? Are they past what happened in the summer? Are they looking forward to having another crack at it? 3 good years of getting close to the Super Bowl but not getting there. Do you think this puts it all behind them, or can you put in a percentage, JJ?
Well, I think when you consider Aaron Rodgers and the person that he is, or at least the person that he's allowed us to see during his time in the spotlight, but certainly in the past year or so, we know that he holds grudges. We know that he has quite the memory. And so is it bygones will be bygones? He has spoke very highly always of his head coach, Matt LaFleur, and he wanted Tom Clements, the quarterback's coach there. But we know that he had an issue with Brian Gutekunst, the general manager, and he didn't really mince words talking about how the bridge needed to be repaired. And over the past several months throughout the season, it did appear that the talking and getting to know Goody allowed him to repair that bridge, or allow both sides to do that. And so is this something that we're going to be dealing with next offseason and the offseason after that? Obviously, the Green Bay Packers hope not, and I am excited to hear from Aaron Rodgers, very likely on his buddy, the Pat McAfee show, to figure out what more went into this decision. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, if you are wondering where the grass is greener with the Denver Broncos in a very difficult AFC West, if you're looking at the Tennessee Titans, perhaps, and the maneuvers that they would have to make in order to secure his services, you look at the Green Bay Packers, 3 consecutive 13-win seasons, and the natural sort of home field advantage of playing in Lambeau and the creature comforts that all of that has, along with the fact that you would have Davante Adams there, at least for this season and very likely for the long term, if they can agree on some sort of DeAndre Hopkins-like deal for Adams moving forward. That seems to be the math that Aaron Rodgers did, and that's the solution that he came with.
I'm glad you brought up the AFC, because the thought was if Aaron Rodgers was to leave Lambeau and go to that conference, it's a much tougher road to get to the Super Bowl. As it stands now, with Aaron Rodgers back and predicted tag for Davante Adams, where do you have Green Bay in terms of the NFC at the moment?
Well, just look at the NFC North. This is a division that he and the Packers have dominated since he took over as the starting quarterback, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. You have a changing of the guard with the Chicago Bears in terms of their head coach and general manager, hoping to bring them out of the doldrums of the NFC with Justin Fields, but you're not putting them on the same level as the Green Bay Packers. Minnesota Vikings starting fresh with their GM and head coach, but of course with Kirk Cousins and plenty of cap issues there. And the Detroit Lions as they try to dig themselves out of the hole that they've been in for some time now. So you look at the NFC North, and it seems like, yeah, if you want to win 12, 13 games, there are a few divisions where you can do it as easily as in the NFC North if you're the Green Bay Packers. And meanwhile, you look out in the NFC landscape, obviously Tom Brady retiring opens things up there. You obviously have to look at the Rams. How long are they going to keep that group together with the salary cap considerations and concerns over the years? So are the Packers a favorite to make it to the Super Bowl? I think that they're a top two in the NFC, certainly, as they can keep this band together. Now, to be clear, they still have plenty of other cap considerations. There's still work to be done. But removing a very large cap figure that Rodgers would have this season, upwards of $40 million, shrinking that down just a little bit, that's going to give the Packers some breathing room, at least to take care of some of their own guys. They're not going to be big splash free agent guys in the first wave, but they have been able to secure the four-time NFL MVP. They will keep Davante Adams at least for the 2022 season. And so this is already the Green Bay Packers are winning free agency.
Let me wrap up with this. It's a follow-up we just had, and I'll let you go on that. You mentioned there's still some things to be done. What's going to be the next order of business for LaFleur and Gutekunst in terms of off-season targets, guys they perhaps might want to keep there, JJ?
Yeah, they're going to have to look certainly at tight end. You look at the defense and some questions that they're going to have there moving forward. On the other side of the football, we see their free agents there, of course. Devondre Campbell, I'm not sure they're going to be able to keep him. You know, they have a lot of questions there at corner. So, yeah, Davante Adams is a free agent until at some point here in the next 4 hours where he will no longer be a free agent and will be under contract. But certainly, if you are handicapping the Green Bay Packers odds to win the NFC North, they will win the NFC North so long as these guys are healthy. And then you look at a Jordan Love. Does he become expendable at this point if you're the Packers? You spent a first-round pick on him, a late first-round pick, but you maneuvered to go up for him 2 drafts ago. And so what becomes of Jordan Love? Do you try to deal him in order to get some sort of compensation back? A player that can help you win a championship? Rodgers only has 1 ring. Maybe that is in the cards. When you sign Aaron Rodgers to a 4-year extension, it makes the first-round quarterback that you took 2 drafts ago very expendable. And I would use whatever I can get for him in order to make sure that I have the best team moving forward to win another championship up there. So maybe that's a move that we're going to see over the next couple of months there in Green Bay.
Jonathan Jones with the breaking news and the very latest. JJ certainly appreciated talking about him being the top 2, the Packers, that is, top 2 in terms of NFC power ranking. It is the Green Bay Packers and LA Rams, the NFC, both 12-1 to win the Lombardi, according to Caesar Sportsbook. Those 2 teams trail the Chiefs and the Bills. KC coming at 7-1, Buffalo plus 750. This will be talked about on the Pick 6 podcast with host Will Brinson and the Super Friends. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, continuing.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.